What is up, guys? My name is Killer Cloud, and in this video we're going to be doing a review of the Smok Guardian V1 with the Smok helmet tank that comes included. So I'm going to be doing an up and close and personal review. Before I get that started, I want to show you guys the fact that this thing not only looks like a gentleman's pipe, but also can seriously cloud up the room, guys. This tank is great for the most part flavor. It has pre-built claptons inside. I'm gonna do more in-depth as far as the review when you guys see the internals and the box and what it looks like and that type of stuff. But these coils inside, these pre-built coils inside, little replacement heads, are great for flavor. Not only for flavor, but they give decent vapor protection as well. I'll give you guys a little cloud test right now. Not bad for the fact that it does look a lot like a gentleman's pipe. So for all my older guys, you know, all my pops, the people that are following me that are a little older, they want something more classy looking, you know, less looking like a mod, like a pipe mod or a box mod. You want something classy that you can take out with a nice suit, you know, going to a party, stealth vaping status. This is very nice, guys. Very, very nice. So the switch lights up like there's tobacco inside, like lighting up in a traditional pipe. The only thing that doesn't look original to the pipe is the tank that you guys can see. Top airflow on the tank, but the flavor is by far probably one of the best flavor tanks out there. The second flavor tank that I'd choose that's close to this as far as the quality of it, probably the Smok Baby Beast, just because the flavor is probably a little bit better than the Smok Baby Beast. It's probably one of the best flavor tanks out there, in my opinion. Anyway, guys, let's get into the close personal review. I really want you guys to see the internals of this. There's really not much to it right here, but I want to show you guys the full insides and outsides of this pipe and show you guys the tank and what's unique about it as far as other tanks that are on the market to date. Alright, guys. Alright, guys, so here's the box. Smok Guardian sub kit. Pretty straightforward. You got the photo of the mod, the side, authenticity codes, QR codes, all the basic stuff. Take out the sleeve, and now you have a black Smok box, Smok in silver, black box. And inside you have the manual, which basically just gives you the specifications on the device, the tank specifications, the how-tos and how to fill the tank, all that basic jazz. Now here's the mod itself. It's a fake wood. It's not real wood with a gloss on top. You have 24 karat gold plated for the 510, and then 24 gold plated for the ring outside the switch. Now if you guys can see, you have a standard 510 connection. It's not spring loaded, and these grooves on the outside that you can see that look somewhat like a cross are basically the airflow. For any tank that doesn't have its own airflow, that's what it would be used for. Now 5 clicks turns off the device. Now when I press it, it doesn't turn on, and then 5 clicks back on turns on the device. Very simple to use, guys. Now the Smok helmet tank that I'm about to thread on right now. If you remove the foam piece inside, it reveals the charging cable that it comes with. The charging cable is standard USB to 510 connection. And it works best if you turn off the device and simply thread in the 510 like you would a normal atomizer. Now there's going to be a small LED on top of the charger. When the light turns red when you're charging it, it means it's charging. When it turns green, it's done charging. Right there. Yep, pretty simple. And here's the Smok helmet tank. With 24 karat gold ring on the top. You have your drip tip that you can remove if you want to, but I'd keep it on there. You have your 2 juice windows. And this tank only holds 2 milliliters of juice. Now that does seem small compared to other tanks, but this is a very nice tank for flavor. Probably by far one of the best tanks I've had for flavor. It has pre-built Clapton coil heads inside. One tank is a 0.4 ohm and the other is I believe a 1 ohm. And that little line, so you have designed by Smok, 510 standard with silver plated contact. It's serialized. This tank is top airflow, so if you look closely at the ring, that 24 karat gold ring, it's adjustable by moving it clockwise or counterclockwise to adjust the airflow, either making it wider or tighter, which is very simple to do. Now what you do is, let me just move on to this with the rest of the box before I get into closer about the tank. Inside you have a authenticity card showing proof of that you bought the authentic version. And you have the QR code that you can scan. Then you have a card inside that basically tells you the airflow restraining ring. It tells you how to use it basically, and that it's actually acts as a better way to experience great flavor. The drip tip plus the ring for top airflow really does an amazing job on the flavor. Now inside are just spare parts, spare O-rings, and the next coil, the replacement coil that comes with it. Now currently in the helmet tank that I have right now, I have the 1.0 ohm coil, and this one right here that I'm about to show you is the 0.4. And they recommend that you fire the 0.4 at 20 watts to 45 watts. 20 watts to 45 watts is what they recommend as the best wattage to fire it at, in case you happen to use this tank on other devices, so then that you know. This mod in particular fires a standard of 4.2 at the highest when it's fully charged volts, and then the lowest it goes is 3.4 when it's starting to decrease battery life. There's no way on this mod to change the voltage or mess with the wattage. What you get is what you get. Now with this tank, you want to push down like a safety cap, push down and turn. It's going to start unthreading the coil and the top part of your tank. Keep turning it, and then it's going to start to give way. And then what you get is the coil with the drip tip. And simply how to replace the coil is just lefty loosey, righty tighty. Lefty loosey takes out the coil, you put a new one on, righty tighty. Very simple to do. So for this video, I'm going to be using Alpha Vape's Sweet Tooth. It's a vanilla graham cracker. Very nice, one of my all-day vapes. If you guys haven't tried it yet, I highly recommend you do. It has a 70-30 VG-PG ratio, 70 VG, 30 PG, and I'm vaping a 3 milligram for nicotine. So I'm going to thread on my tank. And this tank is by far one of the easiest tanks to fill juice. You don't have to worry about trying to get juice not into the center of the chamber. It's very simple. Now on the tank, on the exterior part of the tank, you have a, right behind where it says the logo, you have, there's the logo, and then if you turn it, it says 2 milliliter, and it has this little 2 arrows on the left right hand side. This tells you where to stop putting your juice. You want to fill it all the way up to those arrows and stop. Any higher and it's gonna leak out the top of the tank. So like any other tank, it would be a little bit different and you would want to avoid the center, but this one you could drop the juice right into the tank. Very simple to do. Probably one of the easiest tanks to refill your juice. Just drop it in there and then make sure that it's not past the mark line, the 2 milliliter mark line, which they conveniently put there. Then you just simply put your whole top piece, your drip tip, your airflow ring, plus your coil, and press down and turn righty tighty until it stops. Nice and snug, not too tight. And if you didn't fill past the 2 milliliter mark, you're not going to have any leaking issues at all. This is a very solid tank to use. So I just had a little bit of juice residual on the top, but nothing too serious. I typically like to have it right below the juice line. 5 clicks turns it on, and now it's firing. There it is. Very simple, guys. Super simple, elegant look, very clean, and it's really easy to use. I mean, this is definitely for beginners that don't want to get into the whole variable wattage dealio. Now this dot at the bottom is for venting, just in case the battery happens to vent. You have something to keep the internals nice and cool. But this is a very elegant, classy, gentleman's look with great performance. Alright guys, we're gonna get back to the regular view. See you guys later. Quick thing guys, quick little PS for this device that I did not mention in my up and close and personal. So the kit includes one Guardian submod, which you saw before, one helmet tank, which is about 24.5 millimeters in diameter. You have 1.4 ohm fused Clapton dual core that's pre-installed in the tank, and what I said about the 1 ohm coil, that's wrong. It is another 0.4 fused Clapton dual coil, so you get 2 of the same ohmed coils. Then you get one Ego style 510 connection USB charging cable, and then you get the user manual and then the spare parts, which are the O-rings. Then the material of this mod is ABS plus PC, which is like a hardened plastic, and the weight of this mod is roughly 180 grams. The battery capacity that's within, it's like a LiPo. It's a small miniature LiPo inside, so that's why it charges. You can't access anything like that. There's no way to get inside the mod at all. Is a 1900 milliamp hour, battery, and then the input voltage, like I said before, is 3.4 volts at its lowest, which it's about to die, and then the highest is 4.2 volts when it's fully charged. The helmet tank, like I said before, is about 24.5 millimeters in diameter, 45.5 millimeters in height. The weight of the tank, if that matters to you, is 55 grams. The material that the tank is made out of is stainless steel, and the capacity is 2 milliliters, like I said before, and the thread is 510. So just a few things I didn't mention about the specs of the tank. If you guys wanted to know that, that's what it is. So anyway, let's get back to the review. Alright guys, so that's the review. I hope you guys liked this a lot. I like it a lot. The feeling of the button feels great. I love the feeling. The gold with the wood design. The tank works perfect with the pipe. You can also use the tank on other devices. It has the 510 like I said before. It's a great device for that stealthy, classic, you know, gentleman's vape, but also packs the same great flavor and the cloud production that any other setup would. It's a lot simpler to use. You don't have to mess with the wattage, voltage, any settings at all. Just 5 clicks on, 5 clicks off. That's basic. And the cloud's great. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the review. I'll see you guys next time, and have a great night or day. Peace out.